there, fellow porch pickers. Welcome to Series 5. Well, I've got a little bit in store for Series 5. Series 5, we're going to really delve back into the basics, the foundation, the structure of what is frailing, claw hammer, old-time banjo playing. Go back and visit the basics. I'm going to become a beginner with you. If you're just starting on the banjo, I'm going to be a beginner too. We're both going to learn together. I'm going to go ahead and forget everything I know up to this point and just learn with you. Now, when I was taking down some notes last night, I was coming up with a way to kind of make it visually easy to kind of see how we've come along here. My little notebook there. Here in Series 5. I want you to come along with me and let's build a house. Now, don't laugh at my kindergarten drawing. Very simple. Strong foundation is the rhythm, which is the frailing strum. Without that, your house will fall. It won't stand. You need a sturdy, strong foundation in the basics, the frailing strum. And then we'll move on after we practice this frailing strum way past the point to where a rational person would have given up. We're going to go ahead and move on up to our walls, changing chords. And then after that, the embellishments, which is the hammer-ons, the pull-offs, the bends, the slides, the whole makeup of what makes a banjo sound like a banjo, in a way. And then, but the roof, the cover, the shelter, the part that keeps you just really safe from the rain and all the other parts is the playing and the singing. And all is going to be achieved during Series 5 porch picking. So let's start with what I have highlighted. This is going to be a great series right here. Start of the great Series 5. I have highlighted, which is the frailing strum. So let's start out together, me and you. We're going to learn how to play it. Take your picking hand. If you're right-handed or left-handed, same principle. Take your picking hand. Hold out just like this. Now you can either play with your index or your middle. Don't mean to shoot you a bird. I play with my middle finger. I've always have, used to it. I just fall right into it. It's an involuntary thing. I was used to playing with it. But as a beginner, I got to choose which finger I want. Let's just say you want to start with your index. That's fine. Do your index. You want to do with your middle finger? Do it with your middle. Now, let's get into the structure of the frailing strum. You want to be mechanical. You want the banjo almost touching your ear, but not much. Not all the way, not in your ear. I can hear it. No, about like this. Good and straight. Now I'm standing up, but if you're sitting down, you want to sit straight up. You want to be mechanical with this. Why? Why do you want to be mechanical? Well, you want to be mechanical with it. Force your body to set this into automatic motion. Just like with walking, just like with anything you do, any other activity, you're setting this into automatic muscle memory. Your body will remember this. It'll become instinctive after a while. You'll just pick the banjo up, and your hands will automatically fall into place. And then you can play and sing. Big old holler tree down the road here from me, where they lay down $1 or $2. And you come around the bend, and then you come back again. There's a jug full of good Mountain Dew. So you want to be mechanical with it. So let's be mechanical together. Now, after you chose what finger you want to use to pick with, I'm going to come closer. All right? After you've chosen what finger you want to pick with, here's your first string. This is how we count this, okay? The first string is the one closest to the floor, and it goes in this order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fifth string, you notice, is halfway up the neck, about the 5th fret. It's there as a rhythmic device, and we'll get to that momentarily. So, this is the first string. On your first string, you want to place your picking finger. You just need one. You tuck these two right here in the back out of the way. Take your thumb, lay it on the 5th string. Let it take a nap there for just a little while. We'll get to him. Now, on the first string, downward motion. See how I'm moving my hand? You're not flicking your fingers. You're not moving your wrist to do this. You're just downward motion. Your thumb is kind of acting as a rotator, as a hinge to a door. It's just helping your hand rotate in just one solid motion. Look at my forearm. Look at my forearm. I'm just pulling back with my elbow. And my hand's actually just making that motion on the thumb, rotating on the 5th string pretty much. See how it's doing it? I'm over-exaggerating just a little bit. So now, from that point on, you want to strike that string. In a quarter note pattern. Now, if you're a beginner, you're like, well, what's a quarter note? What's an 8th note? What's this and that? Well, all right, so I got these in my notes too because they help me out here. I wrote down some definitions to help me out here. In music, we have metrical units of a piece of music. The metrical units are determined, are kept in place by what they call a measure. The measure has a specific beat to it, beats per measure. And we determine that through a time signature. It could be 4/4 time, it could be 3/4 time, 2/2 time, which is cut time, half time of 4/4, and so on and so on. There's even a 6/8 time, there's even a 12/4 time, there's even, yeah, it gets ridiculous. But we primarily would be visiting through the 4/4 time when it comes to frailing. And we'll do some 3/4 time too. So, what do? Count. Well, look at this. 4/4 time. 4 beats in a measure. The quarter note gets the beat. Quarter notes get 1 beat. That's a quarter note. Like 4 quarters out of a dollar. You get 4 quarters in a dollar. Well, it works the same way in 4/4 time when it comes to a measure. The quarter note gets the beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It just repeats. So, we take that striking finger, and in our downward picking, we want to pick that string. Go 1. Play with me now. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. That's one. Don't move your hand. Don't move your fingers. See how I got a solid form? The only thing moving is my forearm on a downward motion. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. So you want to practice that. You want to get your arm moving into that motion, because the frailing strum, after I show you this, we are going to hit this frailing strum repeatedly, week after week, week after week. Why? Why punch a such a mundane rhythm so hard, so relentless, so repetitively? Because like I said, you want to build a strong foundation. You want the sturdiness of that rhythm. This is your rhythm. You want to practice this because you got to set it into motion first. If you can't get the rhythm down, there's no sense of moving on to the rest. because you gotta learn how to change chords on top of that and be fluid in motion. You don't have to worry about your picking hand. You just want it to go ahead and continue doing what it's doing. You don't have to worry about what his hand's going to do in the future. You just want it to be falling involuntary. You just want it to move. So, after we do the quarter notes, we're going to do what we call the strum. Now, how do you do the strum part? It's also a quarter note value. It's one beat. In one beat, close the distance. Where your thumb is. See where you got your thumb still resting on the fifth string. Close the distance between your index and your thumb to where your picking finger is resting on the fourth string. Now, if you're playing with your index, close the distance again, and then go to where your index finger is laying on the fourth string. And from the fourth string down, in a quarter note, one beat, strum the four strings in a quarter note. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Now, here's your next challenge. Let's add that quarter note strike, and the quarter note strum together. And it's simple. Just keep the count in your head. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Keep going. We're in no rush. You got to get this devotion. You got to push through this. I did this for about a year, practicing this kind of stuff, the failing strum, for almost a year before I started setting it to muscle memory and didn't have to think about it much. Kimberly kicked me out until I learned how to do it because she got tired of hearing this rhythm so much. I would sit on the couch practicing this, watching TV. I would take it with me to work and practice doing this in the van. I would have this sit up against the console in the van, because in between two front seats there wasn't nothing there, and in between there I set the banjo, and while I was driving, I'd practice this failing strum all the way home for 40 miles. I devoted. You got to do the same thing. You got to have some devotion to it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Now, we're going to move into the eighth note, pull off. Now, it's not by itself eighth note pull off. It has to happen right after the strike, after the strum. They're one continuous note. Now, you're not plucking your thumb. You're not plucking the fifth string. You're just pulling it off the string. You're just pulling it off. Because you're playing quarter notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. What a thumb's doing, it's cutting those quarter notes in half to give us an eighth note. 1 and. 1 and. The upbeat is the and. That's where your eighth note is. The downbeat is 1. 1 and. Now, if we were to count that, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and it's that eighth note that gives us a syncopation. It gives us the drive. It gives us that syncopation drive. But it's not all what it's about. We'll get there and further into the series, and I'll tell you what really is most important. So, now we're ready to throw in the thumbs, because lately here, this thumbs has been laying there, not doing its job, just laying down. You need to wake it up. Hey, get up. Yeah, get up, yeah. All right, so now you're doing your quarter notes. Strike, strum, strike, 2, 3, 4. Now you want to pull that thumb off and give us a count of 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1. Just like that. I want you to play that with me. Quarter note, 2 eighth notes. Quarter note, 2 eighth notes. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1. And that is your frailing strum. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1. 2 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 and 3, 4, and 1. And 3, 4, and 1. 2 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 and 3, 4, and 1. Nice and relaxed. Back up a little bit. We're not in no rush. Let's practice this together. And this is what our next few weeks is going to be right here. Practicing this. Your homework, keep going back on this video, relearning it if you have to. Practicing the strum. Next week we're going to do it again. I'm here with you. I'm here for you. I'm no better than you are. We are on the same playing field right now. And I will practice with you. 3, 4, and 1. I'm not a teacher. I just share. Going. Got a phone call. It never fails when I'm filming something. I get a phone call. I'll call him back. Like this, the rhythm of the change. If you make a mistake, keep going though. You're gonna make plenty of them. Don't stop. You'll get it on the next round. mess up, strike the wrong string, it don't matter. See? It don't matter. As long as you're within the chord, which we are, banjos are tuned to a G chord. There's no such thing as a wrong note. Well, alright. I'm going to leave y'all playing this out right here. Y'all got some homework, and I'll see y'all next week. Be sure to hit that subscribe button for more porch picking. And hit that bell for new video notifications, guys. Goodbye, and keep playing, guys.